In this video, I'm reviewing the Cunfon RS500 electric scooter, which is Cunfon's all-new commuting scooter with its modern design that's priced for the masses. I'm going to go over the assembly process and go in-depth on the features and specs, do an acceleration test, a braking test, a hill climb test, and a review on how it rides. So let's get to it. The RS500 comes in a pretty standard scooter shipping box, but is on the heavier side, so make sure to be careful when moving, and if possible, have someone help you move it. After opening, the scooter was built about 90%. All you have to do is move the scooter from the box, remove the protective plastic, unfold, and install the handlebars. The whole process only took me about 15 minutes or so, with the majority of my time being spent installing the handlebars. This is a very easy scooter to assemble, regardless of your mechanical skill level. When we went through the scooter, all the bolts were tight, all the welds are nice, it powered up no problem, and all electronics work perfectly. So before I get into the testing, I quickly want to go over the build and some of the features of the RS500. First is the frame, which is made of aluminum and has a very clean and modern design. It also has a brushless rear hub motor that has a peak output of 1000 watts and a top speed of 25 miles per hour. Powering the scooter is a 48 volt, 13 amp hour battery that's UL certified and is stored inside the deck, and it gets between 25 to 35 miles of range depending on your speed mode. For comfort, the RS500 comes with a front C-type suspension design with a decent amount of travel. The RS500 uses electronic brakes, along with front and rear mechanical disc brakes with 140mm rotors both on front and the rear, that are designed to stop the scooter smoothly, make it easier for beginner riders. Also, it has upgraded pads to make the brakes quieter. The tires are 9.5-inch tubeless pneumatic tires with an 84mm width, or about 3.3 inches. The display is a very pretty LCD screen that shows a lot of information, including your battery level, speed, speed mode, an odometer, turn signal indicator, headlight status, and Bluetooth status. And for additional safety, there's a headlight, tail light, turn signals on the bar ends, and really pretty looking ambient lighting. The RS500 is about 46.5 inches long, has a wheelbase of about 35.5 inches, a handlebar height of 52.7 inches, a handlebar width of 22.8 inches, a deck length of 29.1 inches, it also weighs in about 57 pounds and has a max load of 220 pounds. And folding the scooter is super easy. All you have to do is undo the safety latch and then fold. There's also an app for the scooter that lets you view real-time information of the scooter. It lets you adjust the speed for each speed mode, activate cruise control, lock the scooter, and even activate fingerprint scanning that you can use to unlock the scooter. And one really cool feature I've never seen is a speaker on the scooter that plays music. Check it out. It can also be used for GPS navigation when riding.
Go past the stop sign, then at the next one, turn right.
And at the time's recording, the RS500 is $500 on the Cunfon website. So now we looked at the build and the features of this scooter, let's go ride it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to verify the speedometer accuracy of the RS500. I'm comparing the scooter against the GPS app. The first mode is Eco, which is 9 miles per hour on the scooter, and it's jumping back and forth between 8 and 9 on the app. Okay, so next we're in the Sport mode, which says 19 miles per hour on the scooter and 17 on the app. Okay. Last, we're going to do Race, which is 25 miles per hour, which is 25 on the scooter and 25 on the app. All right, here we are. We're going to do the acceleration test to the top speed of 25 miles per hour. Ready and go. 10, wow, that's some speed. 15. 20, great torque. 25, nice. Nice. Very impressive acceleration. So for the final results, the RS500 went 0 to 10 miles per hour in 2 seconds, 0 to 15 in 3.9 seconds, 0 to 20 in 6.3 seconds, and to the top speed of 25 in 10.5 seconds. So the RS500 has a surprising amount of torque that is smooth and linear. It's punchy, and there's no doubt in my mind that this scooter could go much faster than the electronically limited top speed of 25 miles per hour. Okay, so the next test we're going to do is the hill climb test, which is on this hill a 9% gradient. We're going 24 miles an hour. Did you hear that beep? That's actually the cruise control. Really cool feature. 22 miles an hour up the hill. 21. Deactivate the cruise control. This scooter smoked up this hill. Let's try something steeper. Okay, the last hill climb we're gonna do starts at a 12% and goes all the way to 15. According to Cunfon's website, this scooter has a max hill climbing ability of 15%. So we're going 15 miles an hour. Now we're in the steep part. 13. Just a reference, I'm 175 pounds as well. 12. We're still doing 12. 11. 10. We're doing it. Okay, looks like the marketing is correct. 15% is very possible with the RS500. Next, I want to test out the braking distance from each of the speed levels. First was some Eco, which is 9 miles per hour, which the scooter stopped in 3.5 feet. The next speed was the Sport mode, which is 19 miles per hour, which the RS500 stopped in 12.5 feet. And last was in the race mode, which is 25 miles per hour, and the scooter stopped in an amazing 21.5 feet. So the brakes on the RS500 really impress me. They're strong, smooth, and don't lock up easy. It makes it where you can lay on the brakes and there's minimal drama. It's really confidence inspiring, and you can really feel the eABS doing its job. So the last test is the ride comfort test, which in my opinion is the most important test for any electric scooter. So I rode the RS500 around a lot in my testing, through many neighborhoods that had different levels of smoothness. So the motor on the scooter is smooth and torquey, making the RS500 easily accessible to many riders regardless of their skill level. The thumb throttle allows for easy control of the power and has great modulation. Don't get me wrong, the rider still needs to respect this scooter because it does have a lot of power and torque, but the scooter is tuned really well, which makes the power easily accessible. The ride of the RS500 on the pavement is like butter. The combination of the 9.5-inch air-filled tires and the front suspension does an amazing job of keeping the rider comfortable. The RS500 uses a C-type suspension design they typically see on higher-priced off-road scooters. I'm a big fan of this type of suspension, and it does work extremely well on this scooter. Another aspect of the scooter that really helps with the comfort is the deck itself, which is super wide in the front and it narrows down near the back, giving the rider the ability to change their foot position and maintaining comfort regardless of how you position your feet on the deck. The scooter is also very stable at high speeds. I attribute this to the wide handlebars, which are much wider than most scooters that I've ridden, especially at this price point. The wider handlebars allows the rider to have more leverage, improve comfort, increase stability, and the scooter feels less twitchy. The last thing about the RS500 is the ergonomics and touch points, which I think are things we forget about when determining scooter comfort. First are the grips, which are rubber and very soft and comfortable. They're also wider at the end, so you're able to rest your wrist on, alleviating the pressure from your wrist. Ergonomically, the scooter is actually pretty comfortable. I'm 5'10", and I found the handlebar height perfect and relaxing. And since the deck is so wide and long, I was able to adjust my standing position to maximize comfort. So as you probably guessed, this scooter is insanely comfortable, and has been one of the most comfortable electric scooters I've personally tested on this channel at this price point. So far from my extensive testing, the Cunfon RS500 has held up extremely well to daily use and really surprised me on the quality and features that you get for your money. The brushless motor is almost silent, it's extremely smooth and very torquey. It's able to cruise at the top speed of 25 like nothing, and it's powerful enough to carry up some pretty steep hills. But the throttle is so smooth that with good throttle control, almost any skill level can ride the RS500. The tires are fantastic on the pavement and really do a wonderful job of muting out any vibrations and providing high-speed stability due to their width. They provide a ton of grip and are very confidence-inspiring on turns and under braking. And speaking of braking, the brakes are super impressive, especially considering that they're mechanical. I typically prefer hydraulic disc brakes on scooters that go as fast as the RS500 does, but I also realize at this price point there has to be some compromises on the build. But to the company's credit, these are phenomenal mechanical brakes. They feel powerful, I experienced no brake fade during testing, the eABS works extremely well, not to mention the orange calipers look really cool. The suspension is also really nice and smooth. I'm a really big fan of the C-type suspension, and the RS500 does not disappoint. I'm about 175 pounds, and I thought the suspension felt really good. Something to note is that there is no rear suspension on the scooter, but as long as you're on pavement, you would never know. The last thing I want to discuss is the pricing, and if it's a good value for what you get. So at the time of this review, the RS500 is $499, which I think is an insane value for a scooter with these features and quality. Everything on the scooter feels premium and well built. Typically at this price point, there's always some type of compromise on a scooter, whether it's the motor, suspension, battery capacity, touch points, or brakes. But everything on the scooter punches above the $500 price tag. It has a torquey motor, great acceleration, great brakes, a smooth ride, a headlight, tail light, turn signals, cool looking ambient lighting, a fingerprint scanner, cruise control, and you can customize the speeds. But by far one of the most important things is the honesty in advertising. What I mean by that is all of Cunfon's claims were true. They said it would climb a 15% gradient, and it did. And most importantly, it says it can do 25 miles of range using the race mode. And while testing, I used only the race mode and I got 24 miles on a charge. And I've never ridden a scooter that got anywhere near advertised range claims, but with the RS500, I did. But for this price point, I can't think of another electric scooter that has the features, build quality, and looks of the RS500. But if you have any questions or own an RS500 yourself or another Cunfon product and want to share your experience, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great one.